First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And New York set to take the field. First down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
10 more there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second, Singletary. Will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking down territory?
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now and put 6 on the board.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. first carry here for Robinson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
2nd down and 4. Play fake. Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's up to the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Cousins trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jack Stoll taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 92 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Cousins. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Jones on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jones. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gano's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And here now come the Falcons. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins. Locates Mooney on the out route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Olszewski now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A lot of times, just that first read that you had, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and now complete.
Here's 2nd and 10 out from the 29. Singletary trying the left side. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hits him in stride. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Olszewski. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 48 yards rushing for him now on his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Throwing again. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 3. Cousins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down and 6 now. Off the play fake, Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Now here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That caught by Manhurts. And he's going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. McLeod to return it. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Cousins. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. Cousins on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch now.
And the Falcons are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Threes all around. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keith Smith, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense, and spilling everything.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but lined up in.
The opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Could create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This second and 4. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. There he goes, left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, Jones. Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go, man. Every day, let's do what we do every day. Let's do it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action. Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. Hitting his way open and completing the connection.
Robinson up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Kuhn, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Motioning to the left is Robinson. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing Jones. That is Cohen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Jones off the bootleg. There's Manhurts, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets, not his team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top. With the foot touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the giant rush gets home his toes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Before they got pushed from the side.
This is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get. Irresponsible or, in times, triple team. Have a way back and putting the big guy.
28-yard line. That last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Singletary again, and he'll go down at the 28.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger. 28 yards. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
It's showtime, baby. Be perfect. Let's go, Cole. Come on now. It's all right, Rocco. Show them what you got. Once again, we got to get it done as a group. We have time. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's do your thing. This is where you step up. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 5. A little over a minute to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Cousins to throw. gets this to Moore. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Pass complete to Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. And it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Here's Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Falcons ready to take over. It all is going to come down to this here. Obviously, Charles, not much time left. They're in field goal range, but a field goal does them no good.
And I think they have to throw the ball here. I don't think a running play is in the cards. So maybe if you have that receiver that you think is just better than everyone else, isolate him to one side or the other and try and make it a one-on-one, maybe even a jump ball going for the end zone.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, this one, Carter, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur.